here. I am your host, Captain Quinnen, here with Mr. Tummy Time himself. It's Daddy Dalton on this Father's Day. Say hello to the kids.
Oh, hey there, kids. Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. Happy Father's Day, and thanks, kids, for listening to this episode on Father's Day.
Yeah,
we really
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
You're the only reason that people call me Daddy.
That's the only reason? There's no other reasons?
It might be. It's possible.
It might be, but someone doesn't kiss and tell. Chuckles and tummy time.
I'm not one to kiss and tell.
Dude, the only thing that would make
this... gentleman.
You are a gentleman, that's true. The only thing that would make this angle better if we could see you kicking your feet in the background. just like I'm just literally whining here, you know?
Just hanging out with the crew, you know.
With the crew.
Just having big fun.
So do you want to disclose your location to the kids, or is this top secret?
It's top secret. Washington.
Top secret. It's top secret. Washington.
I'm my little vacay.
Little vacay.
Even when I'm on vacay, okay, still think about the kids. So
that's true. He does.
Because I'm a gentleman.
And I can attest to that. That's all he talks about. Is he talks about the kids. He's like, how are the kids doing? How are the kids feeling? And you know,
are they happy?
Do they happy?
Need daddy to come home?
Do they need daddy?
Do they need me to come home?
And for those of you who are realizing that we're putting out a ton more clips, thank you for interacting / sharing with them, getting out the good word to join the family.
Yeah, thanks for spreading the Lord's work here with us.
Yeah,
because that's what we're doing.
This is the Lord's work. All right.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the other works out there, the works of Satan, this is the Lord's work.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, dude.
You look like you just got a big old pump going on, yeah?
It's been like a couple hours, so the pump's gone, but the gains remain.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and you got to get a pump on Father's Day, you know? You got to remind... Today is all about reminding my son who the boss is. So there will be, a bunch of the wrestling. When you have a toddler like I do, you get to do the WWE moves, right? You just, what looks like the most pseudo-abusive thing ever, just flipping them and slamming them while they laugh in just uncurdled childlike joy.
They just love it. Dude, I had to... my nephew, dude, unfortunately, I think the last time I was home was Christmas. And I see my nephew and I'm like, dude, you're getting big. He looks like a little man now, dude. And I'm like, and I had to tell him, dude, I had to get real close to him and be like, hey, listen up, little man. He goes, what? And I go, it doesn't matter how big you get, you'll never be able to take me.
You'll never be able to take me. Nice, dude.
Yeah,
do you ever challenge your father to feats of strength or?
Nah, dude. No,
he can't handle that.
Yeah, no, dude. I'd beat him up on accident.
It's so funny. My dad's like a really good wrestler. He wrestled for 13 years, and so we used to wrestle a lot, and I would never win. But I started letting him take me down and trying to put him in like a triangle immediately, things like that. And that's the only thing I've ever been able to do. I've never been able to out wrestle him, but I have been able to make him tap, So I've asserted my dominance. I've ascended.
Yeah, dude, my dad thinks he's way older than he is. You know what I mean? He's like,
he just acts really old.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm frail and old. And I'm like, you're not though. You're not that old.
Do you ever just think guys just use some point they just tap out and say yeah, I'm not going to try anymore in terms of fitness or anything? Yeah, it's just age. I'm just getting old.
100%, dude. My dad says some wild stuff sometimes because I'm like, dude, I heard him say it today. He's like, yeah, I'm probably just going to stay fat forever. And I'm like, you don't have to. You could lose weight. It's not really not that hard. You have nothing else going on. He's retired. It's
yeah. Or has he gained a significant amount of weight, or is it just he could improve if he wanted to?
He can improve. I mean, nothing he's
not clinically obese, probably.
Oh, I don't know about that, but because I feel like the clinically obese scale is like actually pretty easy to like be obese.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like since he was working versus retirement, I don't think he's gained anything.
Mm.
But I'm like, Dad, dude, every time I try to get my dad to go to the gym with me, he's like, I'm too fat for the gym. I'm like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Drives me nuts. I hate
I'm
that
too
shit,
fat to
dude.
go to the gym. I'm too old. Part of my life is
Dude.
over.
Yeah, dude. Literally, my nephew is he's 12. So he's gonna be 18 in 6 years. And he was telling me something. He's like, yeah, I'll have to make sure your uncle, you know, gives you this when you're 18. And I'm like, why don't you just give it to him when he's 18?
Yeah, you think you're just not gonna be here anymore?
He's like, I probably won't live that long. And I'm like, it's 6 years, you psychopath. I'm like, what the heck?
Maybe it's kind
I
of
don't
like
know.
one of the things where you like lower people's expectations and you just like outshine them, right? Be like, yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if I can really bench, 225. And then you go in there and just throw on 315.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
He's secretly like lifting weights heavy and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, in the middle of the night, he's
Yeah.
lifting weights.
He's going to the gym when I'm not in town. He's like, yeah, I'm getting jacked.
Well, happy Father's Day to Father Di and Father BB.
Yeah.
We came from some great stock. They give us great genetics.
Dude, look at these genetics,
Yeah,
dude.
check out these genetics, dude. And
There's more
there's
arm down there under
there's
the plane here.
oh there's more than you can see on camera. It's bigger than
Yeah. This is like an iceberg, just the tip.
It's just like looking in one of those rearview mirrors. It's like objects in mirror larger than they appear.
yeah, exactly. Dude. That's my
You
arm right now.
You should wear. We should make a shirt like that that just says like objects in shirt are larger than they appear or something like that.
Dude, that's actually a really good idea.
I know. Oh, there's one father I'd like to bring up. I saw a video celebrating him. I don't know if you heard of this man. His name is Gary Plauché.
The boys' karate instructor. What happened next was either justifiable or just revenge.
So for those of you who can't see, this is footage of Gary Plauché shooting his son's rapist in the head.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So this guy in the 1980s, I believe. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hold on. So was that the rapist or was that the dad?
The guy walking was the rapist. The guy about to, if you watch the video again, you'll see. I'll show you.
Like a gun up here?
Yeah, you see right by the phone booth here. He turns.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so what occurred was he waited and knew where they were transporting this guy who kidnapped and raped his son.
Mm-hmm.
And he waited by and shot him in the head. And you'd be surprised like what happened. So this was in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on live local news.
No way.
Yeah.
So what happened to the dad? Did he get charges pressed against him or anything?
Yeah, so Plauché was given a 7-year suspended sentence with 5 years probation and 300 years of community service. Now, what does a suspended sentence mean? Do you know what that is?
I don't know.
I'm assuming go ahead.
He didn't have to go.
It says receiving no prison time.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. If he does something bad, then he'll get that 7 years tacked on to whatever he's.
Yeah, so he kind of got away with it.
Community service, dude.
300 hours.
Oh, you said 300 years.
No, 300
hours community service ain't no thing, dude.
Yeah, dude. So he got away with it, and he's largely celebrated for taking justice into his own hands. But yeah, happy Father's Day to Gary Plauché. He died. He's dead now. He died in like 2014. So.
Oh well. Rest in peace, dude. And we're not by any means saying
we're not advocating murder. No.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not saying that anybody should take justice in their own hands. But dude, there's been a couple guys like that have been celebrated. That guy, there was another one. He walked in on his son getting taken advantage of, and he beat the guy like nearly to death.
Wow.
And barely, I want to say that I could be wrong, but I want to say the son was the one that was like, hey, or somebody restrained him. Someone
got in the way of it going all the way.
I want to say. I could be wrong. It might have just been him being like, okay, we're not going to kill him. But dude was messed up. And frankly, dude, anybody that does that to another human, I'm kind of like, they deserve to get messed up a little bit.
Nice.
Just my opinion. Just my personal opinion. Dude, did you see that the thing about the draft?
Yes, the potential proposal to have women included in the draft.
No, that's not what I was.
Oh, what were you seeing?
Apparently, the House passed a bill that just automatically registers anyone from 18 to 26 into the draft.
I did see that. Yeah. So right now it's you have to, sign up when you turn 18. And if you don't, it's illegal and you can, things like that. So they basically just, it's kind of like the same thing, but they just automatically.
Yeah, it's just like they're like, hey, nobody has to go sign up. Now that's just thing. So you want to get conspiratorial for a second?
Yeah. Bring it out.
What do you think, dude? Does that mean war is coming or what?
Dude, does it mean war is coming? Here's the thing. We're involved in several pseudo wars right now. The big question is whether or not it gets to the point where we need enough of our own personnel, because it is true, recruitment rates have been falling, right? And that's like the rate. So I don't know what the actual like number of people in the military is and if that's waned or grown, but the rate of recruitment has definitely decreased over the years. So yeah, dude, we're in a ton of pseudo wars right now. I think we have armed forces in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. They're just in Israel. They're just stagnant,
Right. Well, yeah, I know we have like soldiers over in Europe close to the Ukrainian conflict, but I don't think, once again, I think they're mostly just like staged.
Yeah, there was some also in foreign conflict news. Russia proposed a ceasefire that involved them taking control over certain regions in Ukraine, and a NATO representative essentially just said, hey, this is not a peace concession. This is them just trying to take the land. And I don't know enough about those regions involved to know exactly if that's the case, but peace was declined.
I wonder what regions it was. I'm curious to know.
Yeah. So
they already took Crimea like years ago, didn't they?
They took Crimea. There's like a couple other regions that they consider they should have ownership of because they're legacy Soviet era areas. So I'm not really sure. Very interesting. In other news, and this is always a fun one. Let's see.
What do? Men, we win, we conquer, we dominate. Check this out. Yeah. Trans woman wins Miss Maryland USA. Another win for the boys. Not only are we dominating women in women's sports, we are now dominating them in beauty pageants. What's up, proud man right here? Give me my flowers!
Give me my flowers! Yes. So trans woman wins Maryland.
Hey, we can't help it. We're just good at all of it.
We stay winning. We're the winningest gender. I mean, what other gender wins like we do? None. And how many genders are there? Like 70? We win.
Yeah, we are the most represented. We're the best. Hands down. Hands down. That makes me happy. Hey, you know what, dude? They wanted it. Now it's here, dude.
They wanted it. We got it, dude. I found this very funny. I didn't know this was the case, but there is apparently, we're not soccer fans.
Nah.
But there's some soccer stuff going on right now, and the soccer stuff is that England was playing. Yeah, England was playing Germany, and there was this song that the English were not allowed to sing.
German police have issued a warning to any England fans planning to sing 10 German bombers at the Euros this summer. England face Serbia in Gelsenkirchen on Sunday in their first game of the tournament, but supporters will have to be on their best behaviour. Officials have told LBC that heightened security will be in place and that police will intervene in the event of any defamatory fan chants.
So they're going to intervene if there's any defamatory fan chants, and there's this song called 10 German Bombers, and they sang it anyways. There's already footage of them singing it.
Of course they did. I was like, please. As
and
they should,
this is a little preview of it. All right, so essentially the gist of it is like there were no German bombers in the air because they got shot out by Englishmen, right?
Hey, there you go.
And is this really offensive? Like,
no, dude, how are you supposed to not bring up old stuff like that?
Yeah, dude. Hey, if you lost a war, you lost a war, all right?
Yeah. Frankly, you guys, they started it. The Germans started it, dude.
Egg on your face.
It's not their fault that, the old English and Americans finished it,
Yeah.
And the Soviets. Soviets helped. Actually, they did quite a bit. But dude, I'm just saying, man. If you try to take over the world and then you get spanked into not taking over the world, that's on you, dude. You got to live with that, dude. That's part of the consequences of trying to take it over the world. Is now you got to deal with all the making fun of.
You got to deal with it.
To be fair, they did give it a good run. Right?
Yeah. Maybe if you'd won the war, it wouldn't be so offensive, would it?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, you think you guys wouldn't be singing stuff? Yeah, right, dude.
Seriously.
Yeah, right, bro. They tried to get World War I, and they said, you know what? We want to sing. We're going for round 2. And they almost got us, dude.
They almost got
us. But they didn't. They said, and it's Japan's fault, dude. Honestly, egg on your face for teaming up with them, dude. They woke the sleeping giant, dude.
Dude, Japan gloved up, dude.
Yeah, they're the ones that brought the big boys into the game, the land of the free, home of the brave, dude. You guys are just going to be content with the old world. Leave the new world for another time.
Amen, brother. Amen.
They didn't do it. They said, nope, we want the new world too. Messed up, Germany. That's on you guys, dude. Don't let the Englishmen have their fun. Who won the soccer game?
I don't know, and I don't care. But that was the funniest one. I think the funniest thing about it is like defamatory language. I'm like, okay, defamatory language. I'm thinking like they're saying racial slurs, they're saying cuss words, and like there were no German bombers in the air.
Yeah, bro.
Like, really? That's the most offensive thing?
It's not even that big of a deal.
And this was pretty funny. This is, Europeans, they get competitive over their soccer. Here's Albanian roasting Italians. Here we go, before their soccer match.
Mine cannot comprehend an Albanian man going up to an Italian man before a big soccer match and splitting and breaking a bunch of spaghetti in his face and then throwing it up in the air. This was the scene prior to Italy and Albania's game.
They're chanting at each other. They're on different sides of the street.
The Italian man is begging the Albanians, don't do it. Do not do it. And what does this Albanian man do?
No.
He breaks the spaghetti and threw it all up in the air. That is anti-Italian discrimination.
Anyways, that's that one was just too funny. I was like, man.
I love the show of it, too.
Yeah, he's like, I have the spaghetti. Don't make me do it.
Yeah. The Italian's on the ground. He's like, please, no, please. I love that, dude. That's awesome.
Yep. So they're getting crazy over there for their kicking the ball around and stuff. It's good stuff,
dude. You know what? It's all fun and games, okay?
It's all fun and games, dude.
After thinking about it for a second, there is something to be said about this, okay? And I'm just going to put it out there. Maybe England should just tread a little lightly because when Germany gets upset, they do tend to try to take over the world.
They kind of overreact a little. Am I right?
Yeah. And but you still have the You still have the good old boys, on your side.
Yeah.
The old boys over here. So be all right.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what German women are like, right? Like, we know that Latinas take vengeance in relationships. That's a stereotype. But what about German ladies? Like, if you get them frustrated, do they just go quiet and then start a war with you? What happens?
Dude, I've wondered that too. I feel like they probably don't care that much. I feel like
It's probably pretty chill.
Yeah, I bet they're chill, dude. But who knows, dude? Maybe they're secretly plotting.
They're secretly plotting, dude.
Dude, do you know any is there any good German slurs or something? Is there anything that's offensive?
I'm sure there is. I just don't know German, so I'm sure there's a lot of German slurs. Yeah,
I'm sure that. Well, I know this, dude. If you bring up Nazi stuff in Germany, they genuinely do get offended, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what someone would bring up for Americans that would make us be like, "Come on, man."
Nothing, dude. Hey, when you're the best, nothing bothers you, dude. When you're on top, hate is gonna sip that haterade, boy.
Oh, you know what? You know what they did do, right? The reason that one of the reasons the portal was shut down that was in New York is the Ireland people on the other side of the portal, putting up a picture of the Twin Towers. Did you see that?
Way.
Yeah, which is honestly hilarious.
I thought it was the girl that flashed the portal.
It was that, among other things, right? The fact that people were doing things like that. They put, on their phone, they put it up in front of the camera, a picture of the Twin Towers.
Okay,
that's pretty funny.
I have to say that is kind of funny.
Yeah,
that is pretty. I don't know. Maybe we're still not allowed to laugh about it, but I think it's kind of funny.
It is funny. In honor of Father's Day, if I saw
that, I would have been like, "Oh, that's fair," and then I would have looked up stuff for the Rhineland massacre.
Hey, yeah, something like the potato famine or something.
Yeah, exactly.
In honor of Father's Day, here's a man rationalizing why he'd rather be married than just have kids.
What's a bigger trap, marriage or having kids? I think having kids, because you can't do the same stuff. At least with marriage, you guys can still smoke crack together. If you got kids, you can't. You got to put that to the side or something like that. It's a bigger trap.
Yeah. So he says, "Hey man, at least with a wife, you can still smoke crack with her."
He's not wrong.
He's not lying. At least he draws the line somewhere in parental responsibility.
Dude, hey, that's just a guy who's got his morals straight, okay? There's people you can smoke crack with, like your wife, and there's people you don't do drugs around, like your kids.
Don't
do drugs around kids. Don't do drugs in general, but if you are going to do it, I mean, your wife's probably pretty cool to do it with.
Yeah.
Right? I would say.
And that's definitely illegal, right, to smoke crack with kids. It's definitely illegal to smoke crack in general. But apparently what's not illegal is this.
Yeah, so now we know that there are no criminal charges coming against that second grade teacher, but parents are concerned about what type of precedents this sets, that teachers can be in the classroom while intoxicated.
So there was a second grade teacher who was arrested for being drunk in class, but she's not facing any charges because apparently there's no laws against being drunk in class.
I mean, there probably isn't. Yeah, there really, I don't know that there is, dude, unless it's public intox or if you're being disruptive, right? It'd be disorderly conduct, but yeah, dude.
What if she was just being a really cool teacher too? She's like, no quiz today, and they're like, wow, you're acting kind of strange, Mrs. So-and-so. Are you drunk? No quiz.
Dude, leave it to parents to ruin it for the kids. You know what I mean?
Seriously,
the kids are probably having a great time. They're like, she's the chillest teacher ever. She doesn't care. She just naps in her chair. We have the funnest time. And the parents are like, oh, drunk people. Ooh. She's not driving. She's not the bus driver, dude. Chill
out, bro.
Kids have fun. Let the kids be kids,
What's the worst thing that happens? They learn math in a really fun way.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think you can run with scissors anymore. They got those dumb, blunted scissors in all classes now. I feel like.
I just go and be like, "Welcome to class. It's time to learn to count. We're gonna play a little game called 99 bottles of beer on the wall."
They make the beer pong triangles. Or what shape is this?
It's a triangle. Oh man, we're covering so many bases in class.
Yeah. All right, throw these ping pong balls in it till it makes a square. All right, good job. Good job. Hey, that's a fun way to learn math and geometry.
It's fantastic, dude.
Yeah, geometry. Hey,
geometry.
Dude, she's just thinking outside the box.
Yes, sir.
She's doing what she loves, right? And she's not letting anybody stop her, not even the law.
Not even the law, dude.
She fought the law, and she won.
She won, dude.
Good for her.
She won, dude.
For her. Hey,
yeah,
that's
dude.
fantastic. Dude, you got any big Father's Day plans? You eating a fat steak or something?
Dude, I already ate a fat steak. So I've been having a lot of fat steaks, to be honest. Bro, I've been having steak a lot.
When you get steaks, what kind do you get? Are you like a sirloin guy?
Yeah, sirloins are like the ones that meet the intersectionality of me for like not too fatty, but also taste really good. Like if you're looking for the leanest, it's like beef eye of round, right? It's just straight up the meaty. They're usually not thick cuts, but they're usually pretty low in fat.
Those ones like pretty like tough though.
No, I mean they're just as like if you have lower fat content, it's going to be tougher, but it's not like super tough. Like it's fine, tastes good to me.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, dude, that's how I do it. What are your Father's Day plans? Making a baby somewhere?
No, dude. I've officially. I think I'm done dating, dude. I think I'm giving up.
You're done, huh? Why do you think you're done? Dude. Why are you giving up?
Because I think I'm in love, dude.
No, you think you're in love, dude?
No, I'm taking a little hiatus, dude, for the summer. I'm having hot boy big fun summer,
dude. Hot boy summer, dude. White boy summer.
White boy summer.
White boy summer. If you don't know what White Boy Summer is, you should look up the Chet Hanks, son of Tom Hanks, music video for White Boy Summer. He legitimately made some type of hip hop R&B rap celebrating White Boy Summer. And if anyone can bring White Boy Summer to fruition, it's a Hanks. Yeah.
Definitely a Tom Hanks, who I'm pretty sure was on the Epstein Island list, but I could be very wrong. So,
I mean, he's in Hollywood, all right? And all the Hollywood stuff, you know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to point fingers, but, you know, seems a little sus to me.
All right, are you ready for something that's going to make you cringe? It's just, ooh, this is rough.
See it, dude. I'm ready.
All right, so there was a man jailed for 22 years. Probably should be more. But when things are consensual, it's only 22 years. The Eunuch Maker, mutilator, jailed for 22 years. So this guy ran a website under the pseudonym Eunuch Maker, and he live streamed and had concurrent subscribers that watched him do various things such as cut off guys' balls, a ton of things like that, right? So he was 46, and his business was extreme body modifications.
And I'm assuming he's not a licensed surgeon.
No, he's just a guy having a good time. And
but the people who, that he did that to, they were willing participants?
They were willing participants. And so this is something that's weird that occurs is there's people like that meet on this intersectionality of having the type of disease that they willingly want to be like castrated, and then people that willingly want to castrate. And his pay-per-view services included castration, penis removal, and the freezing of limbs.
What?
Yeah. The Old Bailey was also told how Gustafson got others to perform procedures on him, including having a nipple and his penis removed and a leg frozen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks.
That's what happens, dude. That's what happens. And yeah, he's going to jail, but it only for 22 years apparently. But this is the scary thing is like he earned a ton of money and had like 22,000 visitors from across the globe who paid to view his website.
Like consistently.
That's just the total.
Or that's the total, gotcha.
22,841 visitors. Yeah.
Dude. That's crazy. And people are paying to watch that.
They're paying. They were paying the Eunuch Maker. So, first of all, this guy's an entrepreneur. I got to respect that. But also, he's messed up.
The hustle.
Dude.
Bro.
Hey, man, if there's a service that you're willing to provide and that people are willing to pay for it, that's capitalism, I guess.
So this is what, I guess. Okay, hold on. If the participants are willing.
Right.
What's the crime? Is it because he's not a licensed surgeon? Because how is that different from like a transition surgery?
Ooh, now we're that's a great point. That's a great point.
Am I wrong? I'm not saying that this guy shouldn't go to jail.
So it probably is that
he just wasn't licensed.
Yeah, it was probably some licensing, and there was no medical, things like that. So very interesting. But yeah, you're right. Is it very different? I don't know. He was apparently a postal worker and a chair of an LGBT charity known for organizing Pride weekends.
Well, seems to be fitting somehow.
Yeah, dude.
Like kind of what he's doing, right? He's trying to, LGBT, right?
LGBT.
Trans, right? He's just helping the trans community out.
He's just performing discounted surgeries, yeah.
Well, is he even discounted? He probably just doesn't pay him because he's getting money from the subscriptions.
Yeah.
And did any of his people die?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't seem like there's any murder charges.
Well,
so,
seems wild. I don't know.
6 men who all admitted conspiracy to commit GBH. I don't know what that is. Gross bodily, something like that. With intent were sentenced.
Harm, probably.
That makes sense, yeah.
Gross bodily harm. See, where I work, that's called mayhem.
Which is the sickest crime name ever.
Yeah. But even then, dude, I don't know that it would fit the mayhem charge because I think you have to have a victim, and if it's consensual, then it's not really a victim, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Now, maybe one thing he didn't do, because I know for a fact this is illegal. Maybe he did. On one occasion, Gustafsson cooked what appeared to be human testicles, which were then plated to be eaten. So maybe because he didn't eat it on camera, he wasn't charged. Because I think that
is cannibalism still, that's a crime, I think.
I think that's illegal. Yeah, for sure.
And they didn't charge him with that?
Looks like they didn't have enough evidence. He didn't do it on camera. He didn't eat it on camera.
He didn't admit to it or something. He just claimed to on camera, and then he's like, "Oh, I was just telling the story."
Dude, it's just performance,
Well, dude's definitely a psychopath. I mean, that's the truth of that.
He's definitely a psychopath.
Holy cow! Yeah. So this video is not getting monetized on YouTube now.
No, it's not. But we want to specify here that we are in fact reporting on something that occurred. We're bringing, bringing public conscience to the news.
So, and why is this relevant to you guys?
Why is it relevant?
Because you guys don't know, if you're getting, solicited online, dude, they might be trying to
eat
your body up, and eat you, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
So be careful out there. Use your noodle, okay?
Use
good old noodle.
There was also a story shared. I don't know the details of this, but this is something that actor Glenn Powell of Top Gun, Anyone But You, he's just a professional hot guy, really. He told a story in an interview about his sister's friend who went to a bar, like met a guy, went back to his place. He gave her a massage, and she got weirded out and she left. But she had some weird skin stuff going on. She was like, "What the heck's going on?" She went to a dermatologist. Dermatologist said, "Hey, what you've been treated with a black market lotion that's meant to break down human skin in preparation for consumption." And
what?
So she had to give the details of where that guy was to the police, all these things. And he had indeed killed 3 girls and consumed a portion of them. Yes.
Oh.
So that girl narrowly escaped. So watch out. If guys are trying to lotion you up, maybe they're trying to eat you.
Golly, dude. Yeah, that's terrifying.
It's a heavy thing.
Bro, I wonder what's in the lotion. That's
I know.
terrifying.
It is terrifying.
How soon was it like irritating? I mean, is it like some kind of acid, I wonder? Dude, that is terrifying.
It's got to be some type of acidic property that breaks down something.
Oh, bro, nobody's giving me a massage ever now, dude.
Yeah, it was
I was
black.
just talking about this too.
The freaking dermatologist knew right away that this is a black market lotion.
He's all seen this a dozen times.
He's like,
dude.
Honestly, I have some clients that I work with in this, but clearly you were in a willing, consensual party, unlike my friend Gustafson. Right?
Yeah, bro. Dude, what? How does he just know that? He's like, dude, this is a black market thing. I guess, dude, hey, you know what, dude? Never underestimate your dermatologist, dude.
Dude, dermatologists know some stuff. They know what's good for your skin. They know what's bad for it. So,
and they know what to sell on the black market. He's all, dude, I sold this to a guy. He's like, I mean, they usually buy this on the internet. That's insane. And that was the friend of.
That was a friend of the sister of Glenn Powell. So it's he said, she said. But apparently there was an actual charge and an actual guy that got caught. So.
Well, I hope he's still in prison.
Dude.
It will be forever, hopefully.
People out here eating people, dude?
Dude.
Have you ever just looked at someone and been like, maybe they taste good?
No.
Me neither. So. Yeah, totally. No, I never thought that. No, I don't. I've never thought about the delicious taste of human flesh.
I've looked in the mirror and been like, that's a lot of lean muscle, dude. That could feed a family of 5. You know what I mean?
I just start to eat so many steaks, and I'm like, I bet you this portion of my delt would be really tasty.
Yeah, bro. You start to kind of think about that a little bit when you're like, oh, dude, I've been eating a lot of steak.
You're like, which cuts would be most yummy?
Probably all of it, honestly.
I look super yummy.
Delicious.
Super yummy.
When people call you a snack, I'm like, I say the same. I'm like, dude, I'm a whole meal. Okay, I feed the whole family, dude.
You feed the whole family,
dude. Lean muscle.
Yeah.
You know I ain't tender though. I'm gonna be rough. I'm gonna be tough, dude. I'm gonna be chewy.
Tough. You're gonna have to marinate this piece of meat for a while, dude.
Yeah. It's gonna taste. Flavor will be great, dude. Texture's gonna be rough though.
Texture's gonna be rough. Yeah. So if a guy calls you a snack, ladies, maybe don't take it so much as a compliment and maybe much as a threat. You know?
If he says you look like a snack and then offers or threatens to massage you, then don't do it.
Threatens a massage.
Yeah,
don't make me massage you.
Don't make me do it. I'll break out my black market lotion.
I've got the lotion.
You think I won't? Think I won't? Don't go to your dermatologist. Don't go to him when I'm done with you.
Don't you dare.
That's so crazy.
So have you heard anything about Star Wars Acolyte?
No, but I think I've been seeing memes for it. Is
there
twins in there? There's some sort of
twins.
I think.
There's twins.
Yeah. It's disappointing then. I can already tell.
Yep. So season 1, I think they're on episode 4 at this point. But
okay.
It's one season of this Star Wars The Acolyte, and everything came crashing down around episode 3, apparently. And
really?
Yeah, so this is I'll share with you some of the details.
Spoilers, everybody.
Spoiler alert! If you really cared to watch it, but I'm about to give you a preview of what you're going to learn, particularly in episode 3, that made everyone a little bit upsetty.
You're also going to find out that these twins, the lady boss, good lady boss, evil lady boss, they're twins played by the same character. You're going to find out these twins, this is 100% true, these twins were conceived by lesbian witches using the Force. This is apparently true. And I'm telling you, I have not been this excited for anything Disney ever, I don't think. I think I was the last.
Anyways, that's the gist of it. But yes, this set of twins conceived by the Force by lesbian witches that have nothing to do with Jedi, apparently.
Dude, what the heck? Like, how has Disney not figured this out yet? It's like, dude, this stuff isn't selling well for you. You guys are not making money. Is it the main girl for Star Wars that's like the super woke girl who like hates men?
There's a couple different instances of this type of rhetoric that you're talking about, right? There's Kathleen Kennedy, who is kind of like one of the showrunners at Disney at large.
That's who I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure.
And South Park made a troll episode where they feature her like giving commentary on all the projects they're creating. She's like, put a chick in it and make it gay, and like, and I want her lame. So here's the thing. I was
ruining good things, dude.
I know. I saw some of the trailers for Acolyte. I was like, oh man, I hope this is good. Like, I liked the guy they picked to be this Jedi character. And I was like, oh, cool, Acolyte. Someone turning the set. That's a good thing. I was like excited that they weren't doing things related to like the canonical characters of Star Wars, and they were finally doing some new stories, right? But lesbian witches. I mean, here's the thing. This is one of the biggest problems that nerds in the Star Wars universe are saying is that, like, hey, you mean Anakin, the Chosen One's no longer special? He's no longer the only one conceived of the Force,
Right. Because
lesbian witches can do it.
Yeah, and apparently they just make 2 of them. So now there's 3 people that are the same way.
Yeah. And there's been some other things, like there was an actor in the show who plays one of the Jedi Padawans, and he was trying to sound really intellectual about Star Wars and talking about, and a lot of people, but Anakin honestly committed genocide by blowing up the Death Star. And I was like, you got the wrong guy that blew up the Death Star. So he came under fire for that, right? And then there was one of the director ladies of the Acolyte series stating that R2-D2 and C-3PO were lesbians. And I'm like, they're first of all dudes.
They're also robots.
They're also robots.
They're just robots.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't handle all that, dude.
I can't either.
It's getting too much.
It's too much.
It's like, why? What's the point, dude? Like, sure, if you want to sprinkle it in every now and then, that's fine, dude. Who cares? When you make it so in your face that it's like, accept this. It's like I was. Now I don't want to, just out of principle, because you're making it annoying.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Star Wars Theory, the YouTube channel?
No.
He's one of the bigger followings.
Maybe I have actually
in that space. You've probably seen one of his videos, just didn't see his face. But this is the type of stuff that he's been reacting to and saying, like, hey, exactly what you're saying. We don't care about gay people. We love gay people. That's fine. But also,
literally,
don't shove it in the face. This is an example.
Because nerds are gay.
Well, some nerds are very not gay and are very threatened by gay
Well, that's true. But in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay. I don't think nerds are threatened about gay stuff. I mean, those are just homophobes. I don't know why he's creating enemies and saying bullshit. Nerds don't care if someone is gay. Nerds don't care who you love. Nerds just want cool nerd shit, like a well-written story.
Yeah.
That's all we care about. I don't care who you love. You're a human at the end of the day, and so am I, and that's all that fucking matters. Oh, God. People who don't like gay people are homophobes. Those are assholes. Nerds just want cool shit. We just want cool stories. We also don't need your sexual preference shoved in our face nonstop. I don't need to know you're straight. I don't care. I don't need to know you're gay. I don't care. Just tell me a good story. The rest is irrelevant.
And are you telling me?
Yep. So that's the gist
There
of
you
it,
go.
and I completely agree. Just don't shove it in our face. Make it a good story.
It's literally all we want. That
But
is
a good
it.
story is not lesbian witches creating a child of the Force, two children's of the Force. It's just,
Dude, the memes are so funny because it shows like the old Knights of the Old Republic twins, like they have the yellow lightsabers, like the
Yeah.
cool ones. They're like the twins we all wanted, the twins that we got. And it's just like, dig it, dude. There could have been so much cool stuff.
could have been so
Drives
much
me
cool stuff.
nuts.
Yeah,
Dude.
everyone is saying that, like, hey, you could have done so much Old Republic stuff. People are talking about
Yes.
the Force games, with the
Force Unleashed game.
Force Unleashed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that character who you could have made a ton of cool stuff off of.
Yep.
Really cool stuff.
There's so many, dude. Well, and freaking, I'm pretty sure Warhammer's going the same way. I was watching something about that, and they're like trying to make it all weird and stuff, and it's like,
gosh, dang it.
I have to look. We'll have to. I'll do some research. We'll talk about that because I could.
Yeah,
I think it's propaganda.
I think it's probably like what's going to happen is these big studios that have a lot of funding to do a lot of things. Which, by the way, people were saying that just one episode. I found a post that was itemizing the cost of the show. One episode of The Acolyte cost less than the entire recent Godzilla movie, or cost more than the entire recent Godzilla movie.
Oh, geez.
And they were like, what a way to launder money, Disney. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, this is it right here. I'll share this. Each single episode of The Acolyte costs double or a little over double the entire budget of Godzilla -1. Whew. And that's a huge budget movie for CGI.
Yeah. That's got to be. And so how's that work? Yeah. Do you think they're laundering money?
I think what happens at large production studios, and this is kind of what I was commenting on, is like it just gets more and more expensive the more bureaucratic it gets, right?
Sure.
You start getting a bunch of random people in there to do a bunch of things that you think you need. But I think that the cost of producing movies in the era, especially of AI, is becoming less, and it's becoming more available to smaller studios to do. And so my hope is that in both movies, games, etc., that because things get so cheap, that these big studios just have to compete with smaller guys that make better stuff. You know?
Unfortunately, dude, there's a lot of like weird rules when it comes to like filming movies. Like they have to abide by these like weird actors guild like rules. They have to like pay certain things. They have to, dude, they're kind of divas, man. They have to like feed them like every 6 hours or something on a set. And I know this because I've worked on those sets as security, and it's fantastic because you get good food like every 6 hours. It's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That part's sweet. That part is amazing.
It's a fun meme here. It says The Acolyte, and then it shows a game meter at 250 all the way up, and then it's Disney, and it's Kylo Ren going, more, more gay.
So awesome.
So yeah, they'll it's already the case that there wasn't a wide reception for it. A lot of people were not hyped to watch it. You can see just from the Rotten Tomato reviews. Don't you love how the critics are like 84%? Audience reviews 15% audience reviews.
I always hated Rotten Tomatoes for that reason.
Yeah.
You could tell it's just like they're like the people who rate the Rotten Tomatoes guys.
The critics,
like the critics, they're self-proclaimed movie buffs, and it's just like dude, nothing frustrates me more than listening to some people like that like analyze movies, because they find the dumbest indie movies like amazing. There we go, it's the best movie ever. And you're like, why? It was boring. It was terrible. It's the worst movie ever.
Yeah, and there's this
dude.
There's this preference of the niche, right? And And it just turns out that like sometimes things that are popular big for a reason, right?
Yeah.
They're popular because they're entertaining.
Yes.
And if you want to intellectualize and say, oh, actually, this was a good movie. If you had a higher IQ, you'd understand. Well, great. Then you made a niche movie for a niche audience. And you're going to have to accept the money that comes with that, which is next to none.
Yeah. You made a bad product. Good job.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good stuff, dude. Apparently, Brits are aging faster than us. Or at least visibly so.
Doesn't surprise me.
They got Love Island. First of all, have you ever tuned into any of the Love Island stuff?
No.
And as you shouldn't, because it's like a chick thing.
Yeah, I thought that was like an Australian thing.
Apparently it's UK. So
really?
These are some of the contestants on. If you can see here on the screen, those are some of the upcoming contestants on Love Island. How old would you say these ladies are?
All three of them?
Yeah.
Are they all the same age?
They're around the same age.
Mid to late 20s.
Oh, mid to late 20s. A lot of people are saying they look older, and I would have said 30s. Honestly, looking at this.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it might just be small on my screen.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm filming remote.
Filming remote.
To the Love Island roster for this season, all of these women are under 26 years old. What is going on across the pond? Is this all Botox and filler? Why do the Brits age so fast?
Anyways, that's the gist of it.
These women are under 30.
They look so old, even more in the video.
And the food.
Oh yeah,
Darts
that
is big
girl
over
looked
there,
great. Way
and
old.
this is the latest phenom.
Yeah, so that's the gist. And there were some explanations that came up. People were saying things like, there's really low regulatory burden for people to be certified to inject Botox and do things like that. And so people just kind of go ham with it over there. Like, since they're starting at like 12, 14, Botox, boom.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the point of that? Botox, paralyzes like the muscles, right? Isn't that what that is?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I'm going to look it up right now. It says Botox, a brand name of botulinum toxin, is a toxin derived from bacterium that prevents muscles from contracting for a limited time by blocking nerve signals.
Yeah. Okay. So I was right.
Yeah. So it's just you're just trying to paralyze your face, essentially.
And that's not good because I feel like the muscle has to atrophy after a while.
You bet it does. You bet.
And then you just have fat faces.
Yeah, it's just something you have to continually do that people start to get into. And then you do it enough over time that you start to look really horrific,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
zero definition.
Lip fillers, Botox, there's types of fillers that people put in their upper cheekbones. There's types of fillers that people put in their clefts, all the stuff.
The fillers are bad too, because that actually, I'm pretty sure, spreads.
It might.
And
let's
doesn't
see.
come out.
What's a lip filler?
Oh yeah, let's just look that up.
It's hyaluronic acid. So it's a natural substance in the body, apparently. Lips are a type of dermal filler. They add volume. But yes, it says they can spread. So you're essentially just injecting this type of acid that's a product, a natural substance that is found in the body. But it says when done improperly, you can get infections, things like that.
Oh, jeez, dude.
So yeah,
ladies,
dude.
you look beautiful.
You're beautiful the way you are. And we lost him. All right, that's enough. The goofiness.
Sorry about that, guys. My phone died.
Embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
Filming remote, so I'm standing here next to a charger.
There we go.
Love you a long time.
Yep. Take care, kids. Until next time. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. We love you long time. Bye.
And happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.